It's October, and when October comes around, we think of a lot of things. We think about autumn, we think about school, we think about Halloween. Do we think about Black History Month? Whenever people go, oh, but Black History Month isn't for me because I'm not black. If you're watching this and you're not black, this is still for you. Because Black history is British history, Black history is history. So if you want to unsubscribe, do it now. If I dip below 1k subscribers, I'll do that happily because this is something that's important to me. Today's a different kind of video. October is UK Black History Month. And every October, I'm sitting here like, has everyone forgot? Has everyone gone quiet? 4 years ago, we was all out here shouting Black Lives Matter, but when October comes around, we suddenly forget that this is our month to be vocal about our experiences and our history and our culture. If you know me personally, you will know that this is not new. If you don't know me, I'm very much an advocate for Black rights, for Black History Month, and it makes me sad that Black history is not talked about enough, so I'm going to use my platform to change that. I was thinking about it. I could sit here and sulk that, oh, I've not heard anything about Black History Month, or I could sit here and be the person who talks about Black History Month. So in case you're watching this, whether you're white, you're black, you're Asian, whatever you are, October's Black History Month, and you get to learn about it too, with me. So this Black History Month, I'm going to be doing series. I'm going to post a lot of videos on this topic. I'm going to highlight Black historical figures that I feel are not spoken about enough, Black events that I feel like the world deserves to know. There are some of the obvious ones like George Floyd. There are some of the ones that should be obvious that aren't obvious, like Stephen Lawrence. And there are some people that I want to highlight throughout the next couple of weeks. I haven't been consistent on YouTube. I say that I've been posting every 4 days, and to me, that feels like inconsistency because I used to post every single day. But I'm going to tell you now, for October, I'm going to be consistent with my Black History Month videos. You will be receiving a lot of content about this topic because Black history is something that means a lot to me. I think one thing that I've always loved about Black History Month is that there's never an October that has passed that I haven't learned something new about my culture, about my history, about my background. When we say Black History Month, you guys think MLK, Rosa Parks, and they're incredible people, but there's so much more to Black history. There are so many more figures. That's my food. There are so many more figures that we don't know. You might say to me, okay, that's why Black history is important to you because it's about your culture and you're this and you're that. Why is Black history relevant to me? Because Black history is history. I'm gonna say that one more time. Black history is history. It's not Black history, it's British history. Because Black Britons are what this country is founded on. The economy of England traces back to England benefiting off of the slave trade. So whenever people go, oh, but Black History Month isn't for me because I'm not black. If you're watching this and you're not black, this is still for you. Because Black history is British history, Black history is history. If I ask you to name me white historical figures, King Henry VIII, Winston Churchill, that other guy, I actually couldn't name you people, but that's besides the point because I guarantee you're sitting there and you're like, yeah, this person, this person, this person. If I had examples, my point would really be landing right now. I don't, because I did not like history. But my point is, if I then go to you, name me Black historical figures other than Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Name me Black historical figures who aren't known for their role in the civil rights movement. Name me Black historical figures that weren't born in the 1900s. That silence, that pause right there, that's why Black history is important, and that's why I'm going to be talking about it. And this is not to shame anyone. This is just me being passionate about this because I'll be the first to hold up my hands and say there's so much I don't know. It's really scary to me, even being a Black woman, how much I don't know about my own identity. And I see October as a time for me to educate myself. And as I'm educating myself, I'm also going to educate you guys too. And I know this is a topic that I've said before, I'm prepared to lose subscribers in October. I'm prepared for people to unsubscribe and unfollow on Instagram and unfollow on TikTok because they're like, this is not for me. And I get that this is not for you. Maybe you don't want to hear this. Maybe this is uncomfortable for you. But if it is, I want you to really question and look into yourself and take a moment to reflect and think, why is this topic not for me? Why do I find it uncomfortable to hear about what Black people have gone through, to hear about what Black people have achieved? Why is that something that I don't feel is important to me? It's like, this is not an attack. This is just a self-reflection, because it is something that should be important to everyone. I mean, if I had more power and if I had more subscribers and if I was more famous, I would be marching down to Downing Street and I would be asking for Black history to be made a part of the curriculum. Because Black history is not even part of the curriculum. Schools are not obligated legally by the curriculum to even talk about Black History Month. So I'm gonna do it. Because I was thinking about it, I could sit and complain and be like, oh, this isn't happening, this isn't happening, this isn't happening. Or I could be the change I wanna see. And I could be the person who's gonna stand up and say, look, you guys don't know anything about Black history. Well, I have a platform, I'm gonna use it to tell you guys what it is. So this is just kind of like an introductory video. This is a video I've done, not even out of obligation, but I just felt like there was a necessity on me. You know in Spider-Man when he's like, if I can help people, but I don't. What did he say? He was all like, it's not my responsibility. But it is. Because if I have the power and the platform to do something about something and I choose not to do it, that's me ignoring my responsibility. You guys have to forgive me. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm actually so disappointed in myself for forgetting that. I promise you guys, I'm a Spider-Man fan, I promise. My food is gonna burn. But anyways, I just wanna have the uncomfortable conversation, because the next few videos I'm going to put out aren't necessarily going to be comfortable. You're not exactly going to watch them and think, oh my God, I feel so happy and carefree. You might watch them and think, wow, I never knew that. And I want you to acknowledge that that is a feeling that is part of being a human being, learning about other people's experiences. And so this is just to say that October is Black History Month, in case you didn't know. And a lot of Black history is sad and painful, yes, but there are beautiful stories of success and hard work and perseverance. And I'm going to try my best to highlight all of that. I'm going to try and give a representative view of Black History Month on my channel. And if these videos get 10 views, I'm still going to be posting them. So if you want to unsubscribe, do it now. Do it now. If I dip below 1K subscribers, I'll do that happily, because this is something that's important to me. And I couldn't be posting on YouTube like normal when I know that October's Black History Month, and every October I do things for Black History Month. So I can't be disingenuous and not bring that side of myself onto YouTube. I had a conversation with someone the other day and I was saying how me on YouTube is not, I'm not a med YouTuber, I'm not a KCL YouTuber, I'm not a health and hair and beauty, and I am me. That is my niche. That is what the content, that is the content that I put out. I don't put out any type of, you can't box my content in, and I stand by that. And this is part of who I am, and this is part of what I care about and what I'm passionate about. So I'm going to talk about it. The same way I talk about my religion, the same way I talk about my education, the same way I talk about my hobbies and my passions, this is one of the things I'm going to talk about. So anyway, if you're watching this, you're thinking, well, what can I do for Black History Month? There's so much to do. Even if you just do a Google search and read. Last year, I taught myself about the Bristol bus boycotts. So if you don't know about those, that's a good place to start. But just learn something, just educate yourself on the experiences and the history that Black people in Britain have gone through. There's so much attention on America and the civil rights movement, and yes, that was amazing, that was incredible. South Africa, the UK, there are other places in the world that had their own battles for human rights. So you can look into those. But that's just a starter point. You'll see me very soon with more videos on this. I will also be putting out my regular content. I will still be doing like my 1K subscribers video, my room tour video, when they decide to come out eventually. But just so you know, my main content for October is going to be this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another video.